Work in the pits grows more important as darkness approaches, and the fast edge that careful preparation gives to cars is showing up even more strongly as the grind goes on. The Fangio Barra car is building its lead every lap, but the race is still wide open as the 7th hour passes. Here's 15, the Gregory Brero Ferrari, in for new rubber, and still a strong contender for one of the first 3 spots. There's warm support from this quarter as the Ferrari bounces back into the race with Gregory behind the wheel. Flagmen who line the course are especially alert now as fatigue begins to take its toll of drivers. Now with the 8th hour ending at 6 o'clock, the Wirtz Jaguar, piloted by Mike Hawthorne, who drives with a jaunty bow tie, has made its bid to overtake the flying Fangio. But his bid must be accompanied by racing luck, for the Argentine pilot has a 3-lap lead on the Englishman, and this is just too much of a handicap. Behind the Jaguar, by a single lap, is another smaller Maserati, with Sterling Moss and Harry Schell sharing the driving chores. Schell, who ranks with leading European drivers, is now at the wheel of that car. A Jaguar wearing the white and blue stripes that are American racing colors leads a pack of cars through the hairpin. The car colors, incidentally, have a meaning. Italian entries are flaming red. British cars wear green, despite the U.S. racing superstition against that color. German cars are silver, and French machines an attractive blue. So there's a reason for color. These difficult warehouse turns look a little different from the air, but they're proving anything but simple to Lunken in number 29 Ferrari, who's due in any time now for relief. And here's David Ash coming through in the MG, still running strongly with 87 laps to his credit at the 5 p.m. count. You see, there's a reason why the smaller cars keep charging on. This is many races in one. There are winners judged in each of 9 classes, depending on engine size. Oh, watch for a moment now as one driver gives a wave off to a car trying to pass him without possible clearance. In addition, there's a separate contest for index of performance, judged on a handicap based on engine size. Here's Hawthorne, second place Jaguar. And as night approaches, in comes the number 27 Maserati of young Lance Raventlow for tires and fuel. There's a driver change, a general check, and over in a nearby pit, Hawthorne's number 5 Jaguar goes back to the fray. Hawthorne's hot for that second position, and he hopes to make up time during the tough hours of the night, where he's an old hand with years of experience in the 24-hour endurance race at Le Mans. Back at the warehouse turns, we find number 7, the Hansgen Boss Jaguar, dicing with 45, a Porsche, driven pell-mell by Ken Miles, who makes a specialty of chewing on tailpipes. This is a classic example of the Miles spooking technique. And now the picture changes. The lights-on signal has been given. These are the most dangerous minutes of the day, as drivers fight to adjust their eyes to the darkness after more than an hour of squinting into the setting sun. course illuminated only by the headlights of their cars. Fangio still holds his lead during these final hours of night racing, and he's almost sure to break records. Hard-driving Hawthorne has lost second place to Sterling Moss and Harry Schell. They'll make it a 1-2 win for Maserati if luck holds out. And there's the signal, ending the 12-hour grind. Here come the headlights of fabulous Fangio and his victorious number 19. He's greeted in the winner's circle by Donald J. Smith, president of the American Oil Company. This makes 2 straight at Sebring for the world champion, and he rates those orange blossom laurels. He's calling excitedly for Jean Barra, the doughty Frenchman, who gained the early lead and then turned it over to Fangio for improvement. The network announcer seems to be having scant luck with the winner, but he is trying. Now the crowd is parting to make room for Barra. And here he comes to share the honors and the orange blossoms. They'll be rejoicing back in Italy, too, where Maseratis came home first and second, and other Italian cars took 4th, 6th, and 7th places. Celebration is the keynote in Florida tonight. This pair really earned that coveted Amico trophy. They tumbled 3 records: fastest lap, best average speed, and longest distance covered in 12 hours. Next morning, with race grime scrubbed off, David, Ash, and Mary start home. They finished second in their class, and that's not bad for a man, his wife, and a little production motor car.
Never mind, honey. We'll win the Amico trophy some other year.